Hello, my name is Gregtech and welcome back to our Omnifactory playthrough. Gone ahead and crafted up a second ultimate generator, and for some reason it got stuck on like the second to last step, and I don't know why. It was stuck on crafting a fusion coil block. So when I manually tried to craft one up, it worked, and when I canceled the ultimate generator recipe and tried it again, it worked with crafting up a fusion reactor. So I don't know, something just got stuck somewhere. I think it had something to do with circuits, possibly. It didn't craft up the circuits, or they got used somewhere. Or, I don't really know, but there's a couple things that definitely slowed everything down, and one of those is this recipe, because it is very, very slow, and you need quite a lot of them. So I'm going to craft up a ZPM there. And the other big one is the superconductor wires for for these nether, or the we needed like 600 or something of these, and yeah, it's a pretty slow recipe as well. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and get the vacuum freezer. Now we have like 5 of them actually, because we used a bunch. Yeah, I used a bunch for trying to get argon and krypton and all that stuff. So I can just break these down. We're not using them anymore. And then yeah, other than that, I think the right. This is where my A system is being powered. So I was like thinking like maybe we could actually break this down, but I'll leave it because actually, yeah, the micro miners are still being powered that way. I do have to figure out where the heck I want this. We don't use the really don't use these much anymore. The only thing they're really getting used for is the molten nether stars, because everything else, like draconium and all these, like we basically just fluid solidify all this stuff. So yeah, I could, when I move it, I'll probably go through every single one of these and just pull out all the recipes that we don't use. And I really can't think of anything, to be honest, that I haven't. Canthol we haven't. There are a few recipes, so I will have to do that. But alright, I need to figure out where I want this. There's still a couple multi-blocks. Maybe I'll do. There's basically 2 things we need to move down to the base. The multi-blocks, these 3, and then a few more of the freezers. And the micro miners and this, which I don't even really use all that much anymore. There's still a few things. Lapis is one. I have no other way to get lapis. Right? There is no other. No. Yeah, there's only getting it from the dense. Wherever it is. Yeah, the dense. Alright, let me build out. I'll probably just do I guess we'll do another room. Probably over here, maybe. Yeah, because we don't need any more fusion reactors. Yeah, but where is that chemical? Let me throw that in there so I remember. Alright, yeah, so I guess we'll probably do. The only problem with this is this is technically. I ended up getting. We used to have 2. We had an output and an input. I've kind of gone ahead and We only have the input now. That may not work that well. I wonder if I could do... I don't know. I'll have to think about that. How I want to tackle this, because we only have so much power being generated on that line. And most of it is just like, you don't even use it really. Either that or I built that way, but no, I think I'll go down here. Yeah, anyway, let me figure this out and we'll come back. All right, we are back, and I did go ahead and build out down here. Now, I think I was trying to decide if I wanted to do... that is not where I wanted that. If I want to pump the Nether Star stuff in with fluid export buses, I think we'll try it. We'll see. It might not work very well with 4 running at once, trying to pump the same fluid. I don't know. We'll see. If it turns into an issue, we can always just pump directly from creative tanks. That is definitely the better way to do it. But trying to stick with a kind of trying to do everything as techy as possible. All right, so that's that. We got power. And then I need to go through the, oh, I didn't think about that. I may hide those. I'm not gonna worry about that right this second though. I really wish you could put covers on the cables, but unfortunately you cannot do that in this version of Gregtech. Right, did that? Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna just go with the 4. I think I had 5 total. Broke them all down. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with 4, and we'll see how that goes. Now, here we go. You all formed? Yes. So I just need... Didn't really plan that out the best. I may rearrange it. I don't want that there. No, that's not going to work. Because I'm going to have a conduit going that way. Yeah, I was debating whether putting this here or there. I ended up putting there, but... Right. Guess it would be easier that way. Alright, those should be... I need acceleration cards. We'll just throw 4 in. That's... Alright, and then the last thing we need is this. Now, I don't know how we'll do a round robin. I don't think I'm going to put any upgrades in, speed upgrades in. That way it... Like if it puts... Say we do 2 stacks, if I put speed upgrades in there, it'll pull 1 stack in there, 1 stack in there, and then these 2 won't get anything. So, we'll see. round robin enabled. Yep, and then those are the output buses. All right, nice. Now I just need to, we'll try with the 1, I think. And then we'll just try with these for now, and then I'll figure out which ones I need. I know I need Canthal. No, I'll just leave them so I can go through them and make sure I get that right. All right. So, oh, I need power. Now, hopefully this should be enough. If not, I can upgrade it to Draconic or switch this to a 16. We'll see. It's basically what I just kind of see what works and what doesn't, and go from there. All right, there we go. And then on the other side, I'll do the implosion and the multi-smelter. All right, let's say we need, that's kind of a lot. Oh well, let's do 100, sure. We'll see how fast. These are our wires that we set up last episode. We can see that is much faster. All right, so that is definitely not getting enough power. Question is it? All right, let's do a bit of testing. I'm just curious if we disable 1. All right, that's right. This is one of the reasons I was a little bit worried about doing it this way. We're only outputting so much power because it's technically not connected to the thing. So what I'm actually going to do, we'll do that. Now it's pulling from the ball, but technically if I leave it like this stuff is just going to get voided. But we're not really using this power, but that still feels kind of weird. All right, there we go. Okay, there we go. We are getting enough power. Right. So yeah, that's a bit quicker. I like that. And then curious, what does? Yeah. Doesn't look like there's any need to put speed upgrades in. Even though there's a lot in there, we're actually not processing them faster than it's pulling out. So I may throw like 1 speed upgrade. It'll pull out 8 at a time. All right, but there is that. I went ahead and upgraded the other thing, the HPIC whatever things. I just basically upgraded. It was a LUV. I basically just upgraded it to that. But all right, I guess now we will. Craft up 2 more of these, and yeah, I'll get that going, and I will come back if I notice any issues or anything, and yeah, we'll come back in a little bit. All right, we are back, and it has happened again, and I don't know what is causing it. It's stuck on this field generator, and from what I see, it has everything it needs. Let me just double check. So does it have all the osmium? It doesn't have all the osmium. For some reason, Did I screw up something? Maybe I screwed up the ratio. Did I do that? Maybe doing it. Maybe doing that. How much? Why don't we do here? Let's just do 16 to. We'll do like 16 to 64. We'll try that. Maybe that's what's screwing it up. Interesting though. Let's see. I'll just run over here and see if it screwed it up or anything. I don't think. Yeah. Because twice now it's gotten screwed up, and that does appear to be what it's missing. Because it needs way more than that. It needs, as we can see, it needs 4 stacks. It only has 3. I'm curious if it does. If we do. What's 3 stacks? 196. 100. I don't even know. It's not gonna. Yeah, it won't go forward because it's not gonna like. That won't work on the thing. Alright, so we'll cancel that, and we should have everything to craft this up. Unfortunately, this does take a minute to figure out, just because there's so many thousands of processes, and I've reduced a lot of them. But yeah, some of these late game recipes. See, for some reason, I don't know. Well, it's going. Yep, it's going. So that should do that, and then it should do the fusion. There it goes. All right, so there is that. I don't know. We'll see if that makes a difference, changing that recipe. But I just wanted to show that. All right, but yeah, we have one more of these really annoying things to do, and then these are super easy. These are easy. These are a little bit more annoying. I keep using them because they're used in this recipe as well. But this one's easy. This one just requires some chaos shards. But all right, is that? Yeah, there we go. So there is that one. We'll do one more, and everything worked pretty well. The slowest part was the assembly line now. It's faster than it was since we built 2 more, but yeah, it just takes time for the recipes to go. Dang it. That's annoying when it takes a while and I'm missing something. Wither skeleton skulls. Didn't I have those? Oh, and I need to do a recipe for that. I did a thing for this is fluid solidified from a creative tank, but I did not do into this recipe, which I'm assuming, yeah, we'll just pulverize it, right? All right, but let me get this last one crafted up here, and come back. All right, we're back, and it is happened again with a different item this time. It is the wetwares. So it needs to craft up a wetware assembly, but it doesn't have enough wetwares, but it's not scheduled to craft any more. So I think maybe what happened with that was this with the crafting card. on it. I think I had wetwares in there, and I think maybe that stole one of them or something somehow. But yeah, I don't know. It's a couple times. The first two that I made worked fine. Now the last ones haven't. So, and they're different items that got stuck. So that is even more confusing. So we'll cancel that and try it again. And I just don't know. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. I wish that didn't take so long. Especially if all the items are already in the AA system. Like, why is it trying to figure everything out? So, yeah, so now it's going to craft up those. Yeah, that makes sense. It's so weird. Like, why didn't it? I don't know. Something must have gotten lost somewhere and somehow, but I don't know. Anyway, that is the fourth one of those now. We do need, eventually we're going to need 5 more of these, so that means we're going to need 20 more of these ultimate generators, so that's going to be fun and exciting. I did... Right, no, that is working. I did try... I was just trying something out with a crafting card and an ultimate generator, because we see how, like, how laggy it is when I try to craft one up. But, yeah, it was just as laggy, although if you do it with a crafting card, it just lags your entire world, as opposed to just the AA system. So, yeah, that isn't going to work. There we go, it's crafting that one up. So I'm going to have to figure out how we can make this not so crazy. And I think part of that is going to be just maybe... basically removing all the processes, anything with like 50,000 processes. Like if I need to craft up, you know, 10,000 osmium wires, I will just have 10,000 osmium wires kept in stock, and then we will we'll take out the recipe, so that it won't have to calculate all those kind of thing. So that's what I'm thinking we may have to do here with some of these endgame items, which isn't particularly what I like to do. I really like, you know, crafting up like these, and then, okay, so I need to do a creative RF stuff. I want to have like a recipe for a creative RF source, and then I just want to click craft, and then it crafts everything up. But like, I think that's just going to get like way too laggy here, to be honest. But maybe we will look into that. All right, so there is those 4. Now we need to get a couple more reactors, and one thing still, I'm having an issue with the solars. I've had that from the, you know, the beginning, the way I have this set up. Since the Wyvern cores can, and the Draconic energy cores can go in both, it ends up getting clogged up. So I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna see if this works with a limited filter. Because basically what it does is it tries to craft up the Wyvern cores, and it puts like the one in the thing, and then it tries to put the next recipe in, so the next recipe, so then it'll put the Wyvern cores again in there, and then it'll try to craft up a Draconic, and it puts these 2 items in the chest, but since they can already go in here, it pulls out those Wyvern cores and puts them in there. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to try I don't know if this will work, but a limited filter. So it can only put in one at a time. I think we're going to try that. And I'm going to move this there. I can look at it as I'm sending it. Now the limited item filter only can hold 10 items, as we can see. That one is going to be, I need to have 4 in there because that recipe is 4. So I would need to, it's a bit annoying. I hate how these, I wish these didn't save everything. Because then they end up like just taking up more slots. Alright, but I'll do that. Let me craft up the rest of the stuff and let's get a creative RF source. Alright, we are back and I actually have everything for the creative RF source, but I thought I would show something really quick. And basically, I have taken out all the really complicated recipes because I have everything in the A system that we need for this. And if we look at that, let's try to craft one up. It's almost like instantaneous. If I throw in, say, this one, which has the ultimate generator recipe on it, you can see how much more it's lagging. Just because AE is trying to figure out how to craft up 4 ultimate generators, even though we have them in the AE system, it still tries to figure that out. And that doesn't even include the infinity ingot, the infinity keg list. I could probably take out the mote of omnium, actually. So I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to deal with that. Because trying to craft up these super complicated things is just, the lag is just crazy. So, yeah. There we go. Should put... I forgot to get those. But they should be pretty quick. I have actually modified my Draconic room a bit more. Finally moved the Chaos one with 10 and kind of put it the same way. And also craft up another Draconic one with the 10 infusers solely for this recipe, because no matter what I tried to do with the limited thing, I couldn't get the conduits to input the Draconic core over the Wyvern core. No matter where it was in the recipe, it always pulled out the Wyvern core and put it in first. Even if, say, the Awakened... Oh, I guess we don't need to have that there, but... Turn that off while that's working. Yeah, if the Awakened core was, say, here, and the Wyvern core was there, it would always pull out the Wyvern core before it did that one. I don't know if it's, like, I don't know, like IDs or something like that, but yeah. So I ended up just crafting a second one, and I may move one of these recipes over. I don't know, we'll see. I prefer to keep them on this because it is faster. Maybe we will upgrade these to Chaos at some point. Who knows? I don't know if we're going to do that because the more Chaos shards that we use is the more resources and time it's going to take to get the creative vending item. You know, because that's just more tier 7s and tier 8s that I have to craft up. Whereas I could be using those on creating like the tier 9s and tier 10s. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not crafting up solar panels very often, so I mean, if it's like 15 seconds faster, like, or 50% faster, is that going to make a huge difference? I don't know. We'll see. The last one? Alright, that was the last one, so I think we're crafting that up. I really need to get this stuff moved. Alright, it looks like it already did it pretty quick, but yeah, I've never actually crafted this up before. Yeah, there we go. The creative RF source. There should be a quest. Yep. Beginning. Ah, compacting drawer. Totally forgot about that. Yep, creative source. All right. There is that. Yes. Well, we don't need those anymore. Curious, like, if this... Oh, there we go. Yeah. I don't need the neutronium solars anymore. We are now making 2 billion RF a tick. And it'll still take years and years to fill that up. That's actually pretty funny. But, alright, well, there is our power situation completely taken care of, so don't ever have to worry about that again. I'm just gonna break down these solars, because we can use them for the next tier 10 that we're gonna have to craft up, and I will replace these. Yeah, I gotta figure out what to do with that. I think what I'm leaning towards is we're just gonna have to keep stuff that's stocked. Things that have many, many thousands, because that is getting so crazy laggy. I was gonna take out the mode of Omnium, wasn't I? That's just more processes it has to figure out that we don't need. All right, but yeah, there is that. Take that off, take that off. This one we no longer need. Just clear all that. Save. And we don't need this one either. Let's take that off. Yeah, we do need that, and we need those. All right, so just less processes to figure out. Because, yeah, that... I know it's probably has to do that with AE, and it has to figure out everything, but if the item's already in there, why is it trying to figure out something that has 200,000 steps? I don't know. That's just kind of a gripe I have with AE too. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.